Any of my carpenters can just walk up to the machine, plug in what they need, and cut it out. The first day we got the machine in, now that's running, we already use it exactly for those things. So it's pretty awesome to see that go right into work. It's like the machine already knows itself and knows where it needs to be and stuff like that. So we're just relieved, I think. That's like a word you could say.
Ian is from Ireland. He's an old, apprentice woodworker from Ireland, and moved here in '86. Started out in a garage, and then it was 1990 is when he opened up Byrne Custom Woodworking. Well, we've had a relationship with Thermwood for quite a few years there, and so we're on the emailing list. Last year, the video came through in the email with Cut Ready there, and Ian watched the video. He had to watch it again. Then he come and got me, and I had to watch it, and we had to watch it again. It was pretty exciting, seeing everything that it could do and the possibilities. We're not a production shop, so things aren't in a standard. But however, this machine, had a lot of windows to be able to let us do a lot of things and not limit us to things there.
It's more intuitive for my guys to use. It kind of takes care of itself. Like, you don't need to worry about your tooling. Like, it's going to tell you when you need to take it out. Skims the table when you need it. For me, it's like it's almost manages itself in a way.
Well, first off, the immediate being able to go to the machine, pick out a cabinet or a piece of furniture and plug in the size and start feeding material. That right there, that's huge productivity saving time there. And so that was big for us. And the fact that, we can make that library grow and do other things there.
We've had like CNCs for probably 4 years. Our machines are older. They're, 2007, 2006 machines. Like, once the Cut Center came in, I was like, oh my God, those things are dinosaurs. Like, all my guys that run them every day, they saw like what the Cut Center does and just takes out a lot of just getting the machines up and running every day. Like, our machines, you need to set the bed to table height and run the spindle forever and make sure it's homed and all that stuff. There's so many things that sort of go wrong, where the Cut Center is kind of like eliminates all those questions, and my guys are just like super excited about it. So
this machine does a lot more. It's a CNC plus it has, all of these things in there. And the fact that it already has a library with all different types of cabinets and furnitures and entities in there, and then we're able to make it grow as well. That right there, other CNCs, don't do that.
The machine takes out that having to know that knowledge of how fast should you run this one end mill versus this spiral cut versus this 45 cutter. You don't have to worry about your bits the right size, you have the right bit or whatever. A lot of fail safes so that you do put a wrong bit in, it's going to tell you, no, that's not right.
It just made complete sense because it fit in line in everything we do. A lot of people talk about these machines being able to pay for itself. This was a big chunk to bite, but it's just very obvious that this will still pay for itself.
Well, this has been programmed and put together by people that know exactly how hard you can push these machines. So that was like I was like, oh my God, this thing's so fast. The huge thing when I went down to Dale, Indiana and saw this machine in action, I saw how fast it moves, like traversing, and just like everything it does is like maximized.
Thermwood has been great. The company sold itself as well, not just the machine. Making a purchase like this, once you get into it, you're still relying on help and training and guidance and constant support. Everything is provided with Thermwood.
We're just excited to continue working with the Thermwood team and see how we can create like a community of users, or makers as they call them nowadays.
The more and more I'm around this machine, it seems like I'm learning the more and more that it can do. This is just completely eliminating waste of time. Initially, we were cutting out everything, each department, whether it be face frames or doors, but mainly in the sheet stock, in the cabinets themselves. We, had our beam saw that we cut out all of our parts. Everything else had to be machined thereafter, to where now everything is being able to be done at once. And that's a huge factor there. And so we're not cutting out anybody's jobs or anything. We're actually making things more efficient, and more productive.
Scanning, oh, we need to recut this part, or, let's just use this cutoff to cut this stuff, And it already has all the dimensions, it knows its thickness, it knows everything. We're making a rack dedicated to the cutoff, the cut-ready cutoff, so that we can just be pulling those out, scanning them, putting them back on the table, so that we have a lot less waste. Because we're constantly giving curveballs every day, like boom, 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 boom. It's like constantly thinking about how we can dumb it down, make it easier, make it easier, make it easier, make it easier. So that's what this machine is going to add to our roster of brains. My dad already wants a kitchen, so.